Yes, people, it's Rabs here. Welcome back to Cutz Inside, episode 2. I'm here with Mo Carter, Wiz, and Yozza. Boys, just before we get into the football, I want to talk about it. Is there any loyalty left?
Loyalty
in football. Is there any loyalty left with all these mad transfers? People saying that they're going to stay. Why are you signing a contract and then leaving?
When you say loyalty in football, yeah, like growing up as a fan, yeah, you have this kind of allegiance to the badge. It's very tribal, innit? Football's a very tribal sport. It's a sport like no other, I think. I was speaking to a guy who's a rugby owner, and he told me like the opposition fans sit next to each other and that. Imagine that in footy. It wouldn't last 2 minutes.
You get it in some cases?
In football?
Hardly.
Where they sit next to each other?
On the Merseyside derby, don't they call it the friendly derby?
Yeah. That's long gone now. It's not friendly derby anymore. It's gone a bit spicy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what you mean, but coming back to loyalty, yeah, it works both ways. Like, if you look at someone like Frank Lampard or Steven Gerrard or John Terry, or Gary Neville or Roy Keane, where they spent their prime years at a club, and at the end, when they're disposed of, it's done in a sneaky kind of way. You look at Roy Keane and what they did with Alex Ferguson, with the contract with them. If you look at how Frank Lampard was treated at Chelsea, but I don't know, man.
I think what you're trying to get at is like
it works both ways.
Yeah,
so players.
Both ways. Like if you're good, the club wants you. If you're not good, the club won't want you. Do you know what I mean? So like the club's only going to be loyal to you if you're good. If you're not good, they're going to try and ship you out as quickly as possible.
So why is it that when a player wants to leave, someone goes into that player, but when the club wants to bin that guy,
they won't play him?
I know. That's what's wrong. Do you know what I mean? So like when players like kick up a fuss and like I want to leave. We don't want to talk about Trent. Let's talk about Trent because this guy it's an ideal. People say like, oh, we never got any money for him, and at the time, like,
got 10 mil.
I was
for everyone.
Okay, 10 mil.
10 mil.
I was upset that he was leaving. You get me? Because in my eyes, yeah, here's how I see it. I'm a Liverpool fan. I've been a Liverpool fan since I can remember. 4, 5, 6 years old, whatever. I had Liverpool kits. I was kicking the ball on the wall. I was shouting Stevie G when I was in the playground. Like, Liverpool is the be-all and end-all. And the fact that you're at Liverpool Academy and then you get the chance to make the first team and then you're able to live your dreams and win the Premier League. And then you market yourself as, I'm just a normal lad from Liverpool whose dreams come true. The Scouser in our team is what they're singing at on the terraces. Trent is every Liverpool fan playing on that pitch. You know what I mean? Thanks. So when he says, I want to go to Real Madrid, he's telling us Real Madrid is the pinnacle. But a lad from Liverpool, you can't sit there and tell me that Real Madrid is the pinnacle. You can't sit there and tell Mo Real Madrid is the pinnacle. You can't sit there and tell any Liverpool fan that's out there or a kid that's out there now who's 6 or 7 and tell them Real Madrid is the pinnacle. To us, they're not. Objectively, maybe, but he's not objective. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not objective.
Is he not? He saved his contract. That's loyalty.
Literally, yeah.
No, he obviously
he has no right to sign another.
No, but what Yusuf he just described it perfectly. If you play for Liverpool, if I had the opportunity to play for Liverpool, Yusuf had the opportunity to play for Liverpool, we would view that as the be all and end all. I could potentially go out to be the Liverpool captain, win every single thing, and retire here. Like if I had even 10% ability to play football and I was good enough to play professional football and I managed to land at Liverpool, I'd be happy to play on the bench for the entirety of my career. Like that's what it means to me as a Liverpool fan. Just to have the honour of wearing the badge on my chest. Just to have that small honour. And Trent didn't just have the honour of wearing the badge on his chest. He was vice captain. He won every single thing that was possible for him at Liverpool Football Club. And he just won the league. And he could have went on to like a Liverpool dynasty. He could have won more trophies with us. He could have become the captain when Virgil eventually retires. And he could have went down to be one of the best Liverpool players of all time. Like, how can you just chuck that away to join Real Madrid? And maybe it's fickle from Liverpool fans or all fans because whatever club you support, you could support someone like Swindon Town and you'd think to yourself, Swindon Town's the biggest club in the world. Like that's how you should support a club. You go to like most stadiums, they'll sing, "We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen."
Yeah, but the Sheffield Wednesday.
Exactly. And the Sheffield Wednesday, Swindon Town, Cheltenham. Do you know what I mean? Like they're only singing this because like it's delusion, but that's part of parcel.
But what I understand, 1 second, Raz, but what I also want to talk about, is we're all young men from Liverpool or, you know, similar areas, whether you're from Manchester, Birmingham, London, Sunderland, Newcastle. So when you've got a chance to change your family's fortunes per se, then I understand the lad that's from Liverpool who's gonna go on and earn X amount of money. Yeah, I get that 100%. Know what I mean? A young black man, go and get your money. You get me? But at the same time, I just don't understand the decision.
But that's not fair, because he was going to get that contract at Liverpool. He was going to get a 250 plus contract a week at Liverpool. Like, he would have been in the top 3, top 4 highest paid players at Liverpool Football Club and winning trophies and potentially becoming the captain of the club.
Let me come in. So obviously we talk about we're talking from a fan perspective, but if we talk about like,
but if he wasn't,
there's levels to clubs. There's levels to clubs.
If he wasn't good enough,
he would be gone.
Okay, forget that. He's good enough. The thing is, there's levels to club. So Liverpool are obviously one of the biggest clubs in the world. Whether you like it or not, Madrid are bigger.
No,
they're
just smart.
Crazy. He said Madrid.
Liverpool's the biggest club.
That comes back from the point.
So let me flip it. Let me flip it. Isak's at Newcastle. Liverpool are bigger than Newcastle. That's the whole reason Isak's causing a madness at Newcastle, because he wants to go to Liverpool. Why? Because they're a bigger club than Newcastle.
Okay,
it's as simple as that. Nothing to do with money. Newcastle give him.
I can see I get that, but Trent's not the same position, because Trent can go win the Champions League, Liverpool can win the Premier League, whatever. Newcastle can't offer Isak that. Right. The second thing is, you need to understand that Trent Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool is completely different to Alexander Isak at Newcastle. I hate this.
Massively different.
I hate. Let me land.
It's not massively
different. Let me land.
It's not different.
This comparison is mad. This guy's from Sweden and he was bought from Real Sociedad. When Filippo Coutinho leaves to go to Barcelona, bro, do you think we're bothered like that? We know what man from South America are like, bro. Cool. You want to go to Real Madrid, Barcelona, Mascherano, Xabi Alonso, you want to go to Real Madrid, Barcelona, Luis Suarez, you want to go to Real. I get it from them. I get it from Alexis McAllister. Yeah. I get it from Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
I don't get it from Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's the point I'm making.
I'm going back to that step. Let me bring you into that. I'm going back to that step by step of the club. Liverpool are here, Madrid are there. Whether you like not, say with Newcastle are here, Liverpool are there.
With different context.
And I just feel like the players, what they understand is they're not fickle like us fans. Us fans will go the game. A loss might affect us. We put a lot of emotion into it, but players might just lose a game. They'll miss big chances. They don't care.
They're out the same day.
That's Saturday night. They're out because they understand it's basically a company. Yeah. It's a business, and they're getting paid. But us as fans, it's hard because a lot of us are just.
But that's why
get in the way.
I don't know why. That's why I just prefer players that play with passion. Like, bro, one of my favourite Liverpool players is Jamie Carragher. Ability-wise, he probably wasn't the best, but the loyalty that he showed for the club. He played 737 games for Liverpool, and he put his body on the line 24/7.
Okay. So you're telling me, because back then Liverpool weren't that good. You're telling me if Madrid, Barcelona, even Chelsea, someone coming.
They all came knocking for Steven Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard, what the went? He got threatened. He got threatened.
He never left.
He got threatened. That's why
he never left. Of course, he thought of it.
He's pushing to go. He got threatened.
But then in the end, he never went.
He never left.
But look, do you know? I want to move on because you know who's giving threats? Newcastle. What about what they're going to do to Liverpool on Monday night?
Man, they Joe Linton's some bloody bouncer. Man saying, we can't wait for what Joe Linton's going to do. I see
Joe Linton
away the lads. Away nothing, bro. You're not scared of anybody. Joe Linton, safe.
I can't lie to you yet.
Away the lads, you know.
Go on.
I think they're going to find it tough, you know, because I look at Liverpool's current midfield and it's just too... You look at Curtis Jones and Vert. Vert was struggling there, wasn't he, Rabs?
Yeah.
Like, strength-wise, he doesn't look the most physical. And you come up against Bruno Guimaraes, Joelinton and Tonali. We all saw what they done in the League Cup against us.
We also see, I was at the game at Anfield.
It's looking spooky.
And they lost 2-0, know what I mean?
The most recent game, though, in the League Cup final, when it really mattered.
It's the way they're promoting on their socials is like, you're going to get, like, not battered in terms of losing the game. He's going to get battered, like kicks,
Yeah.
elbows, everything.
No, but you always expect that when you go to St James's Park, though. Like it's one of the fiercest away grounds that you can
This
go
is
to.
your fault. But this is you guys'
What
fault.
did we do wrong? All we did,
You
all
tap
we
it
did.
up, Isak.
No.
The same way Madrid tapped
How did
up
we tap
Trent.
them up? We went
Same way
in.
Trent.
We went
Trent
in
was
with
tapped up.
100 and British
You know
transfer
they wanted
record
150.
bid.
They wanted 150, so they went with 120.
We went in with a British transfer record bid. They said no. We said, all right, no worries. You man sort your stuff out, and if you're interested in selling Isak, we'll come back in.
He's
Since
saying
then, we haven't done nothing.
Okay, wait. They're saying that. Then they go and sign Newcastle's number one target.
Liverpool's number one target.
What?
We've been watching them since January.
So what you're saying is we signed Ekitike and we spent 70-80 million pounds on a player just to
That
spite
Newcastle wants
just to
us
spite
first.
Newcastle.
That Newcastle
Come
wants
on,
us
Archie,
first.
Trent.
Newcastle wants us first, though.
That's embarrassing because we've been wanting them
Yeah,
since
like
January. We've been watching them since January. We've been scouting them since January. We've been interested in them since January. We wanted him to come in, and let's bear in mind, after the tragic loss of Jota, we needed two strikers. Nunez is gone, Jota's gone. We need two strikers to come
Diaz
in.
left as well.
R.I.P. Jota. And Diaz is gone. We're very, very light at the moment. We've only got 3 attackers. And I'm not going to lie, right now, the position I'm sat, I'm very worried. If we don't get Isak, I'm very concerned because Liverpool can't go into the season with just 3 attackers.
Who's need the centre half?
Who's coming off the bench, for example, if Salah, Gakpo,
That's what I'm
Netsky
saying.
came off
That's my whole point. Like if
chat with Dortmund and he said, "Ciao."
Yeah.
What's he gonna do, man?
No, but that's my whole point. Like, if we can't get Isak and it's a firm no from Newcastle, we need to move away. Go and sign someone else because I don't.
Rodrigo's there.
I'm worried for us. You know, if we go into the season with 3 attackers, I'm very, very
Who would you
concerned.
want?
And I love our first 11. It's just right now where we're sat. I think we've sold too many players and we haven't replaced them.
Do you think he's will beat Newcastle this Monday?
I believe so, yeah.
What?
Yeah. I genuinely believe so. The reason why I believe it, I think he'll be more comfortable than what you might think. I think the huff and puff for 10 minutes, 12 minutes, we'll get on the ball, we'll start knocking it around, show our championship mentality, Premier League winners. You think that these players are scared of... These are international footballers, top-level Champions League players, Premier League winners. They're not going to be intimidated by an atmosphere.
Yeah,
and they're not going to be intimidated by Joe Linton and Tonali. What's going to happen? We're going to get our foot on the ball, we're going to knock it around, and we're going to silence them Geordie lot. And then bang, Mo Salah's going to come, and we're just going to get 3 points. That's what we do.
Yeah. Also, that's extremely disrespectful that you're just laughing because you forget that we're the champions.
Okay, you know, I respect that.
What's this?
Just before we finish off, give me, tell me yes or actually no, just give me an answer. End of the window, Isak, is he playing for Newcastle or is he playing for Liverpool?
I hope and pray he's playing for Liverpool.
No, that's the whole, what do you think? What's your head tell you?
My head tells me he's going to be playing for Newcastle.
Okay, there you go.
I think if they're a big enough club, they'll pull it off, so let's see.
Boys, let's move on to Man City and Spurs. So, Wiz, biggest Man City fan I know, biggest scouser, no, listen. Talk to me. Why do you always flop against Spurs?
Boys, everyone already knows they're just our kryptonite. It was a bad game, start of the season. We've bought a new team. It's a new era basically, and
I've heard that so many times.
You saw what we've
City.
done. What is it now? 6 titles in 7 years, or 5 and 7. And I've got this guy here saying my manager is a dinosaur. How explain? Make it make sense.
I watched him against Wolverhampton Wanderers, yeah, and I was having this discussion off camera with Mo, and Mo was saying he got bamboozled by the Wolves. Wolves are relegation fodder. They're down there. They're going to finish in the bottom 5 places in the league, yeah. And Wolves actually exposed them, but their lack of quality. That's like 4 chances. Do you know what I mean? And then they got punished by the better team who has more quality players. So when I said to my family member who's a Tottenham fan, he goes, "I'm scared of City." I said, "Don't be." Don't be, because when a proper team goes against them, they're going to play this ridiculously high line. They're not good on the ball anymore. The rotations are bad, and they should rely on individual quality to win games.
Spurs a proper team?
Spurs are a proper football team.
Yeah,
yes, they are.
Thomas Frank
in
now.
every aspect, in possession, out of possession, how they press together, how they drop off together. They are a bloody formidable side. That was a formidable performance.
I thought they were a bit lucky yesterday, though. I think.
Lucky? Nah,
It was mistakes as well.
Yeah, mistakes. It was more mistakes.
Nah, bro.
City never
You
scored.
cannot say that they were lucky, bro. They clashes
The
in
2
every
goals
aspect.
weren't mistakes.
How were they mistakes?
City had 65% possession.
You create your own luck. Do you know what I mean? You
To
create
an
your own luck
extent.
in these games.
To
Do you know
an
what I mean?
extent, yeah,
They
but-
pressed. They were brave enough to press Man City at the Etihad. You got to give them credit where
You're
credit's
forgetting
due.
as well, we've got this kid in goal who's a new kid. We just got from the championship.
No,
When
don't make no
Donnarumma
excuses.
comes, Gigi Donnarumma, We all know.
I don't get that signing as well, to be honest.
Is he not the best keeper in the
But is
world?
Edison still going to be at the club? Are you selling him?
I think
He's
he's going to
going.
Galatasaray. They're trying to sort that out.
Do you not think
I
he's
don't.
gonna
Why,
move City, though?
why would you spend 30 million on Trafford?
He's such a lot of Pep keeper. Like Pep
know,
likes
we might
his
have to
keepers good on the ball.
Sell Trafford last week of the windows.
Sell Trafford?
We have to deadline day one.
I don't blame him though. He looks shocking, bro.
No, but let's go back to let's go back to what you're saying about. I call Pep Guardiola a dinosaur, yeah, and the reason why I called him a dinosaur is because football has evolved and he's been left in the past. And do you know what I know a manager is struggling is when they can't pin down an assistant manager. I can see Colo Torre next to him. I don't know what he's doing there. And you've got Pep Linders there with this high line gegenpressing. I don't know I don't understand what you're trying. What are you trying to do on the ball? What are you trying to achieve with the players that you've got?
It's going to take a bit of time though. Like
Exactly.
at Liverpool, when Pep Linders first came there, Liverpool took for a couple of years.
Yeah, but we never spent like 150 million on players straight away.
Yeah,
but the other point I'm going to make about Man City is that people, when you said last week, I remember you sitting in that chair saying, "How come nobody's talking about Man City for the title?" Remember you said that?
They always use the Spurs.
It's only they're forgetting there's 36 games left.
That's
How
the
many
Brits.
times up until November time, December time, you see United on top,
Yeah.
Spurs, this team, that team.
United
Chelsea were on top last, was it November? October. And then what happened? It's always the inevitable. It's always Arsenal, City, Liverpool, always.
No, you're right, because City traditionally always start off slow. Like they always do.
And how they finished third last season,
Yeah.
I'll never know how bad they was. And this season's only going to be even better. 2-3 more players are going to land within the next week or so.
What have you got? What's his name? Ryan Shaky. What's his name?
Beef shaky.
Beef Shaky.
Started on him, man.
Oh my days.
I can't lie, we messed up with that one, you know.
That one stinks.
Do you remember that tweet that guy put
It's
out?
like Shaqiri.
Do you genuinely? Someone said, "Do you genuinely think Mbappe is more talented than Shaky?" Question mark. I couldn't believe it, you know, and that's going viral now.
Yeah, they're deluded.
Is there any difference between that Shaky and Elliott? Big man.
Now you're going to...
No, I'm being serious.
Now you're
Like, I look at Shaky, yeah,
Come on now,
good player, and I see Elliott though. Like, and Elliott's a good player. I'm not taking anything away from either player. I love Elliott. I think Elliott's amazing.
You haven't
But what is
seen
the difference
Shaky though for
between
Leon.
these?
You haven't seen him for
Foreign
France.
tax,
Foreign tax, bro.
foreign
He's
players
got
look better.
He's
don't
got that
they?
exotic name,
Yeah,
Ryan
yeah,
Shaky.
yeah.
Do you know with Man City as well? Yeah, you look at them and then you go, they just have some formidable teams. Like they had Aguero up front, Kevin De Bruyne. Now they still got Haaland, and then still Kevin De Bruyne behind him. You had David Silva, you had Vincent Kompany, Edison in his prime. Look at it today.
You can't always be dominant.
No, but look at it today.
You were telling me last week that Haaland was unbelievable.
James Trafford.
Haaland's the best striker.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Haaland's-
I'm just going to look at the team. That's the team. James Trafford, Ryan Aït-Nouri,
He's class.
Rico Lewis.
Shite.
Come on, what are these names? What are these names?
Give it a window or two.
I'm telling you, they're the top four. They're Oscar.
But the thing is, though,
What is Oscar Bob?
Pep
What is Oscar Bob?
and the board know these players can't continue. They're only playing them because we have to, you know.
I know, and
That's
what
it.
I'm trying to
You
say
think they're going to
is,
stay forever? You think this Bob guy, Sideshow Bob, is going to stay on this team?
I do
He's
not-
not.
I don't like Bob.
He's not. Come on.
No,
man.
he's
He's
not
come
the
off
level
it,
that
man.
you
He just
need.
come off a broken leg.
If you wanna win-
crazy injury. Lad, he's a really good
gotta
player.
compete at the top.
Oscar Bob's really good.
If you
Let's
want to
not-
win Premier League,
But you know what?
Mohamed Salah,
I heard it.
Bukayo Saka,
I
Oscar
heard it.
Bob.
But Oscar Bob could get to that
No,
level,
no,
bro.
no,
He's only
never.
been he's played like 3-4 Premier
he's
League
got to
games.
see him,
You
man.
give him that.
He's like 23 now.
The thing is, you still got really good
but
players.
so-
Let's not
like
take that
someone-
away.
someone
But
like-
I get Yusuf's point. The spine is not the same spine that we've seen
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
past.
This
50
is a
teams.
Champions
The
League
spine's
level
not there.
team,
Yeah.
but it's a fourth-year Champions League level team.
Also,
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, you got Rodri coming back into the mix now.
Best player in the world, Ballon d'Or.
You
He's
got
the
Rodri,
Ballon
no,
d'Or.
but still, you got Rodri coming back
He's
into the
saying
mix.
that now, but who's the Ballon d'Or holder? Who's the best player in the whole world?
But you know what? Honestly, I don't think Pep wants to be there. You know,
I actually don't think
I
he
think
wants
he's
to be
Alden
there.
He
Ransom.
signed, literally, was it a few months
Yeah,
back?
of course, he's Alden Ransom.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't want to be there.
How does he not want to be
I heard
there?
that
You don't wanna be-
I heard they send the Abu Dhabi goons out.
Yeah, come on, bro. Like he's never stayed in
Bro,
a
if
club
Pep
for
wants
this
to
long.
go.
He's never
'cause
stayed
he
in a club
enjoys
for
it.
this
He
long.
enjoys it in money.
No, but
The
what
other
was it
day,
gonna
You don't
do?
enjoy the money. You don't enjoy the money.
I'm
The
telling you now,
weather's
he
the
loves
weather's
it
not
there.
the
He
best.
said it a lot of times where like I've been here 10 years.
Where is this-
I wouldn't be here if I didn't love it.
What is a successful season for Manchester City, and where do you think realistically? Because I believe you finished fourth last year.
I think,
Where do you think?
considering the fact that what we've done in the past few years, and we've won more than any team in the past 5 years, we've won more than, let's just say our two nearest rivals are Liverpool and Arsenal. We've won more than them put together. So this season, for the next 5 years, even if we don't win anything, it's okay. Am I lying?
It's okay not to win.
I think it's
anything.
fine. Obviously, we want to see wins, but
Yeah, I don't feel like someone like at Madrid would say something like that. I feel like Madrid would be like, I want to win every year.
I'm not saying it in that way. Obviously, we need to win. We have to win. If Pep doesn't win, he's got to go. But
He's got to go.
I'm saying
You'll sack Pep.
what he's built himself.
No loyalty in this game.
What he's built up. Because I remember when with Hughes and Klopp, everyone used to say, "Oh, he's not winning every year. Pep's beating him," and we'd talk about it. You'd be like, "Nah, it's Klopp." I'd give him a lifetime contract. I'm like, what?
I would give Klopp a lifetime contract. I wouldn't really care.
There we go.
No, but the thing is with Pep, you don't sack Pep. Pep decides when he leaves because of the legacy and everything that he's done.
I feel like
you
Pep,
can't sack someone like Pep.
He can't fall off personally. It might sound mad, but he's like,
So finishing third or fourth is not a fall off.
it is. But he might win the Champions League. Who knows? He finished third.
I'd say if he finished third or fourth and he wins nothing, no cups,
that's
no
poor.
Champions League, what are
That's
you
2
gonna do?
years now.
He's got to go get
Back to back.
Get Pep Linders in.
Jack, Wiz,
That's
Wiz,
mental.
Wiz, I think you're being. I think you're being reactionary. How many times have City lost to Spurs and won the league? Do you know what I mean? It's the same. It's the same.
It's 36 games.
It's the same old, same old.
Rabs, what I'm saying is, in the long run, if we're not winning trophies, that's when you start questioning stuff. But I'm not going to question nothing.
Okay, what I'm saying is he is right.
Game week 2.
Game week 2, 36 games left, yeah. But I honestly look at that team and sometimes I think, am I being biased? I'm so self-conscious about it, you know. I think, am I being biased? Is this because of my bias?
Sorry,
but I'm trying to put it on. I just look at that team and I just think it's a bang average team.
It's not though. Come on.
I just think
it's
is.
genuinely not.
With the
Okay,
player-
apart from the right back, yeah.
Not bang average, a bit better than bang average.
Apart from Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis, I
What's
don't
a bit better than
understand.
bang
I don't
average?
rate him too.
Average.
He wouldn't start for no one in the league.
Rico Lewis, I don't understand. What's he doing on that team? But then apart from
tell
that,
me.
the rest of
I've
the
got
team
a
is really
theory
good.
about Rico Lewis.
The rest of the team, go on, what's your
My
favourite?
theory about Rico Lewis is he wants first team football so badly, yeah, and he feels like he deserves first team football that he's went to the management and went, I'm leaving unless you play me every game. And I heard someone said they agreed to fee with Nottingham Forest, and a couple of days later he signed a contract at City.
Not necessarily.
I'm telling you, these players are like their agents will just. He signed the blind and now he's playing every single game and he's a bang average footballer.
He's bad, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
But that's one position that I thought you have to fix in the
100%.
chance. Brian Ainori, I rate him so highly. Like, he is class. He's a really good left back. But then on the other side was just as important. You needed to replace
We were
Kyle Walker.
interested in Livramento
Why
at the
didn't he
start of the
score
window, but
And then the
That's
rest of the
the big
team, you've
bucks.
got Diaz, who doesn't look the same as he used to, but he's still a good centre back. Do you know what I mean?
we still work with him.
Yeah, you can still work with him. He's still there, and you got John Stones next to him.
Oh, that stinks.
It's not.
Well, that
it's not as
stinks.
good as it used to
You're a
be.
footballing man. That stinks.
But then the rest of the team, okay, that defense is poor, and that was your kryptonite last year.
Yeah.
But the rest of the team's really good. You got Roger back, Reinders, you got Marmouche, you got Foden, you got Cherky.
Do you know-
you've got. But this is what I was going to ask you. What's happened to Phil Foden? From 2 years
So,
ago being PFA Player of the Year. What's he now?
No. He's been in and out of the team.
You had the audacity to compare it to Saka.
He's
Remember
clear
that?
Saka though.
No,
Yeah,
that's
what- what
respectfully.
he's done.
Respectfully, when he was saying
There was
it,
a time.
at the time when he was saying that, he was
Rabs.
clear of Saka. But right now, obviously, it's kind of crazy. But
But
why?
he's not everything's
What's
off
happened to
form, you know.
Foden?
If just because Rodri's out now, it doesn't mean he's the worst player in the world. He's still the best midfielder in the world.
No, but Foden wasn't hardly.
So he has no- so he has- so he-
Foden carried us essentially to the Premier League. Not many guys can do
What
that. in the
position
league.
do you think
Only
is the-
only Haaland, only Salah, only a handful of players can do that. And Bukayo Saka, where's my son? hasn't done it for how many years? 6 years now. We're talking, boys.
Alright, but with Phil
6 entire
Foden,
years.
go back to Phil Foden, yeah.
Carried us.
Okay, but even to this day, how old is he? Like 25 now, 26?
24, something like that.
24, 25.
But he's-
I still to this day do not know what his best position is.
That's Pep though, that's on Pep.
No, but what would
It's
you
the-
say is his best
it's
position?
the
You
same
watched
with,
him probably a lot more than me.
Bernardo's playing like
No, but
5 or
Bernardo's
6 different positions.
different.
He does it with everyone, Pep does it with everyone.
He's finished.
Who, Bernardo?
Say that.
He's
Obviously,
finished.
Bernardo
30
Silva?
He's done.
No, Bernardo Silva is a bit different.
Wallah Adim, Galatasaray is calling you. Besiktas is calling you. If you want to get paid, Al Ittihad, Al Nasr.
Starting in Arabic.
Wallah, starting in Arabic, starting in Chinese, boy. Wallah, yesterday I seen him against Tottenham, and he got who'd moved. Someone just caught up to him. He's about 20 yards ahead of them. Caught up to him. I think it was Papasao or someone or Palhinha. Give me that ball. The intensity is he never really had it, and he got away with it with his technical ability. But even that's gone to pot.
You're
now.
forgetting, boys, what these players have achieved though. The Stones, the Bernardos.
But how long are you going to last with that, though? How long are you going to say how much they've achieved?
Don't become a Liverpool and start going on past.
No.
Don't
I'm
go-
saying these guys, I can't really say much to them because what they've achieved and
No,
what
but
they've
when
done
do you
for the club.
start criticising them? Like
Obviously,
Phil Foden, for example, you can't say that he was injured all last season because he did play a fair bunch of games.
When he played well, you should be shocked.
He was poor.
And even when he was playing, a lot of the time he was like after like 2 months out or few weeks out or
Every
something.
time I've seen him since
comes-
that season, he won the PFA Player of the Year.
Are City in a title race?
Yeah, no, you can't discount them, in
no.
my opinion.
They're going to be in a title race come the end of the season.
Yes, I think they are.
I can never
I
discount.
think they'll win it all.
I can never
Personally.
discount. Look, if they
Based
didn't
on
have
how many signings,
if they didn't have Pep as a manager, say it
Never
was
like-
respectfully, if that was Arteta that was coaching them, I would not be concerned.
Exactly.
But if Pep was coaching Arsenal, I'd be more concerned about Arsenal. It's Pep.
There you
He's
go.
the X factor
But
for me.
but he's a
And I know what
dinosaur.
your point is about him being a dinosaur. And you could be right, but I'm just going back off the last 10 years and what he's done.
And that's fair.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
That's
a
my
fair
point about
assessment.
Pep.
I'm saying, based on what I've seen him do and knowing managers and knowing when their backs against the wall, what are they going for? What are they clutching for? Making moves that you wouldn't make. They've done a rumour signing. I'm rumoured. That's not a Pep
What's
keeper.
wrong with that, though? I don't think
The signings that he's making, they're not the ridiculously high line. I know City paid high line before, but it was completely different to now. And then when they lose the ball, none of them players are industrial enough and having the intensity to get back goal side. I think he's done.
Okay, well, that affairs. I hear it, but
let's not forget though, bro. You've been saying that for years and years.
I've never said that
when
before.
we were battling.
I've never said that before. I never said Pep's a
You
dinosaur.
said it last year.
I said he was a
Just because you hit
genius.
the nail on the head, a broken clock is right every once or twice a day. However many
boys,
times it is.
let's move it on. I wanna
before
go-
we do though, let's just touch on Tottenham.
Yes.
About
Oh,
their
yeah, go on,
performance.
go on.
And I want to shout out one player in particular that I've been impressed
I know
with
you're
every
gonna
time I
do
watch them. I don't think you might not know what player I'm going to mention.
Saar.
Nah, Saar's class.
Kudus.
Nah, Jed Spence. Bro, this guy.
Bring me any winger.
Bro,
Bring me any winger.
Salah dumped on him last year, to be fair, respectfully, when we went to the White Hart Lane, or whatever it's called now. But Jed Spence, bro, that kid is class, you know. He is a rock, bro. You can't get past him. He is a solid left back. He's aggressive. He's up and down that left
He's
flank.
right-footed
He's
as well.
fast.
He's a right back that got put left back.
Bro, he's really,
Porro's
really
better.
good, you know. No, but I think he's
Porro's
always
better.
played left back though, hasn't he?
I know, because Porro's better. He's put who was that before?
He don't, well,
Nottingham
Forest.
Forest.
Yeah, he was right back there, weren't he?
I don't know, to be honest.
He was, because I remember
Yeah.
playing
You all look at what he was up against though, boys. Again, Oscar Bob.
No, but
if he was up against the Mahrez and that we had back in the day, I think it'd be a whole different ball.
No, but I'm saying
But
that
you
he's-
are right though.
No,
He's
but
still a good.
Yeah,
player.
Look at Mohamed Kudus, Richarlison,
Yeah.
Paulinho, Pabasar, like they're in a
Even
shape.
Charleston's looking better.
He's got them like he's got them right, like he's got them like.
Look,
Going, know what I mean?
I've said it from the start. I think Spurs look very good. I think.
What are they missing though in that team?
X Factor.
Yeah. But what would you...
He was
In the last 10 days...
He was. Who's the X factor there?
Eze would have made a big difference.
So let's talk about Arsenal. Okay, let's go into it. I want to go straight into it. Let's talk.
Let's
about
talk. Can we talk
Arsenal,
about
okay?
how you let a player leave the academy and then bought him back for 60 million?
Okay.
No.
It's
So first of all, he got let go like 13, 14, which I think's different to like. So I've seen a few people mention like it's the same as Pogba, but it's not the same because Pogba left at what, like 18, 19, and it was more because he got told he wasn't guaranteed first team football, so he went, okay, I'm going to Juventus, whatever. Whereas I think Eze,
It might be worse because
it's
you didn't believe in him
no,
and his
it's
ability,
difficult at that
and now
kind of-
you believe in him
no,
and his
but
ability.
At 13, 14, you're getting kids that are like, you get eligible, do you know what I mean? You get to like 15, 16, it's like, okay, now we can sign players from all over the country or whatever. I think what's the rule? You can't even sign players outside the country unless you're under 60, unless you're over 16, I'm pretty sure, something along them lines. So, but that's obviously back then. I don't know if the rules have changed, but my point is like, come on, it's Arsenal Academy. You're going to have like Jack Wilshere's coming through.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
hard to break
It's going to
into
be...
Arsenal. But like, still, it's a great signing. Wallah, it's
It's a great signing. It's an unbelievable
It's an amazing
signing.
signing, but Wallah, the way
It's a
that...
needle move.
I can't lie. I've watched that announcement video about like
That
30
makes
times.
me cringe, wallah.
30
And
times,
I hope
did
and
he?
pray Liverpool Football Club never do announcement videos like that. Keep it nice
Yeah.
and simple. Just take a picture of the lad and say...
Listen, but your
I'd much rather that. I'm an old school guy.
150
I'm a-
million
I
pound
love it.
signing
Wallah, I
was
love
a
it.
tweet of a photo of him.
Absolutely
But no, but this is what you
beautiful.
gotta. But it's like we did. So we brought him out in front of the crowd. Like
You know what
that,
it is, yeah?
You just gotta make that
I seen
sick.
a comment
That's
and just
sick.
thought about Arsenal, which is so true. Arsenal Football Club is basically a YouTube channel that's attached to a football club.
That's how a lot
And
of
it's so
fans
true.
have
You
left.
feel also. It feels like a drama. It feels like
100%.
reality TV.
It's all for likes.
It feels for
No, but
likes.
that's
And it's all online.
But it's
I'm not
us.
into all of that. I'm into the football. When we signed Wirtz, I loved it. It was just a picture of Wirtz with the bucket hat and the Germany flag. Beautiful, sorted. He's playing for Liverpool now. With Eze, you're moving like you've just signed Messi.
You might have got Ian right and put him on a chair with some green screen behind
There's
him.
some weird background music. It's just like cringe-worthy.
Nah,
But don't get me wrong, it's a needle mover. It's a really, really good signing, and it's the one signing that I've been telling all Arsenal fans. Instead of a striker, the number one most important position that you need to fix is that left hand side. But the problem is Eze really a left winger?
I think he can do a job there, but we're at a point where we can't have someone who can just do a job there. We need
where would you play
we
him?
need perfect. Do you know what? I'd put him left wing for now. But like, say, like for example, I'm nervous. It might be Rodrigo coming in as well. Do you know what I mean?
So then, how do you fit all these cogs?
But then
into
that's
this
where
team?
injuries get involved and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, fair. So, but if you're first 11, you're playing in the Champions League final tomorrow, and everyone's fit.
Yeah.
Who are you playing?
Your
in that
front
team?
four, who's your front
front four?
from 4, Gyökeres,
Okay.
Saka.
Yeah.
I'd have Eze on the left, and then Odegaard.
Okay, so his
Right.
position's going to be left
Yeah,
wing.
I'll be left. Yeah.
The one thing I'm worried about, like, don't get me wrong, I think he will play left wing, but Arteta's left wingers, when you've seen what he's done with like Martinelli, he changes them into some defensive up and down left backs.
But I think he's trying to change that.
Can't do
Now.
that to
Like he's trying to change that. Was doing Mendy.
he
Even
does
the
that.
Gyökeres goal where he's running behind.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the game, by the way. 5-0. I'm hearing people saying that we still play crap, which is just ridiculous. Like,
Was it
we
not
love-
4 set pieces, 3 set pieces?
no, 2 set pieces.
Oh, okay.
2 set
What?
pieces.
2 set pieces?
Hey,
It's 3 set pieces.
Isn't
You got a
it
penalty as well.
penalties in the set piece?
But I'm gonna tell you something mad.
Yeah.
So Arsenal scored the most set pieces. I can't remember what year from. Yeah. So,
2023.
like 2023. Who's second?
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
I
they
did
talk
not
about
know where those goals came from.
And they talk about Liverpool.
I'll tell you
They're
where
this
they come
attacking, free-flowing
I'll tell you
football.
where they come
When
from.
they're second,
I'll tell you where they come
they're
from.
second.
Arsenal first with like 34 goals,
Literally,
yeah.
he's got like 20.
We're second with like 19
15,
goals.
no,
And then like
22.
City got 18, Tottenham got 17.
yeah,
Like,
it's
everyone
all
else is in a
goals.
big bunch.
Same.
Their man are clear. I'm not saying they score goals.
You watch all Liverpool games as well.
Yeah.
Can you recall us scoring goals from corners?
Yeah.
Because
No, I remember
genuinely-
Jürgen like was
but
big on it.
from
Yeah.
since
With
2023.
Slot, not so much.
Since 2023.
But-
Generally, every time we get a corner, I'm like, why are our corners so awful? And this is what I was going to say, yeah.
We scored against
You
Arsenal
see
corner.
Declan Rice's corner kick ability.
Class.
Wallah chef
Wow.
kiss.
Right on the corner.
It is absolutely beautiful. You can't defend it. You cannot defend it.
We're scoring a corner
Can't
against
defend it,
Liverpool
can't
next
defend
year.
it.
It's very hard to
The
defend it.
keeper's
though.
just got to be more aggressive. Come on,
It
and
is
catch it.
beautiful though. The way he whips that ball in,
I
bro.
think Alisson catches them.
Nah, bro, the way he whips the ball in is absolutely. Credit where credit's due. Look, it's part of the
boys,
game.
we've gotta-
If they're going to score goals from set
We've got
pieces
to
and they've got
deep
that
this as
quality,
well.
take
when
it.
push comes to shove and it gets to the business side of the season and they're trying it in the semi-finals of the Champions League and that against the PSGs,
Yeah.
it's not going to
No,
work.
but what I'm saying is,
It's not. Obviously in the Prem though, it's gonna work.
What I'm
It's
saying
to a
is,
certain
if
point.
you've got that as a lover weapon in your arsenal,
100%.
pardon the
But that's
pun.
the only.
If you've got that as a lover weapon, yeah. But on top of that, you've got the free-flowing football and you're playing good football, you're scoring goals in open play and you're not relying on set pieces. That is a perfect weapon to have. The only reason last season everyone was calling them set piece FC,
That's the only
because they
weapon.
seem to score all the time,
exactly.
only exclusively from set pieces.
And if you look at open play chances and big chances created in the league, they're not. If you look at the numbers, they're not up there. You know, the past few seasons.
But-
I think we're looking better. Like I said, I want to speak about Gyökeres. Like that goal, you put Havertz out there.
Yeah.
He's not taking that ball inside, going past 2-3 players.
He's done the same goal.
He's just
if
powerful.
Not,
do you know what I mean?
If not better, against Bilbao 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Even though they're friendly.
What I'm saying with Gyökeres, yeah,
Opposition.
the jury's still out. You scored 2 goals against a newly promoted team at home. This was like not an easy game. There's no game in the Premier League that's easy. But if there was a game that was catered to him, it was yesterday
100%.
or the last game that's gone. Yeah. So what I'm saying is the jury's still out on Gyökeres. He scored 2 goals and started padded against a promotion team. It sounds like his career in Portugal. Let's see it against a big team. He didn't do it at Old Trafford. Let's see if he does that on field at the Etihad or Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
And the thing is, you know, when he was playing the other day, I can't lie, watched him as an eyesore, bro. That goal that he scored first, yeah, but it looked like whenever he runs, he's got shopping bags.
No, literally.
At that one point, I think he
10
dropped the
kg
shopping
weights
bags
on
when he
that
cuts
goal.
in.
As well,
He
man.
just looks clunky and big. And as you said, he played against Leeds, relegation for that. Do you know what I mean? Let's see if he can do it consistently throughout the season. But credit where credit's due, that penalty was a beautiful
class,
penalty.
yeah.
It was a
You can
class
tell he's got a
penalty.
strike on him.
You can tell you got a strike on him, but But at one point in the first half, lad, he was falling over himself and stuff. Yo, this guy's got no agility.
Do you know what I rated? Do you know what I absolutely rated about him? When he's done a celebration and then do you know what? But then he's done the hair flick as well. I like that. I know. I like when my strikers like you coming at me.
That just shows that he's chronically online. Why are you chronically online? Why are you checking what people are saying about you?
Why are you replying to trolls?
Why are you replying to trolls doing all this hair flick stuff?
I think we need that in football.
Nah,
we need someone like that in football.
No, I like it when it's like say David Moyes called Luis Suarez a diamond and he scores. And
you praise that.
But that's different to someone that tries to trolls online.
Because that's David Moyes, the Everton manager. This is trolls online saying, he's had more hair flicks than touches.
But back then there was not as much social media presence.
I know it wasn't, but this is literally a Premier League manager of our rival club Everton saying stuff like Luis Suarez is a diver. Obviously he's going to celebrate, he's going to taunt him after he scored a goal at Goodison in the Merseyside derby. It's calm. But with Gyökeres, after 2 games in, he's already doing this hair flick stuff. Imagine how sensitive are you genuinely that this is actually like affecting you? Imagine something else happens now. Is that going to affect his confidence in the game? Is he going to start believing, oh wow, maybe I do go with shopping bags. Oh wow, maybe I am Victor Gyökeres. What's going on?
Maybe I am the Swedish Ricky Lambert.
Maybe I am the Swedish Ricky Lambert. Like he's going to start believing these things.
I can't lie. I think for us it was just an unbelievable day. The Eze signing, Gyökeres scored twice. 5-0. But I think the one that took what's the saying? Took the icing on the cake or something?
Put the icing on the cake
was 15-year-old Max Dowman. Did you see what Jamie Redknapp said about him? He's guaranteed to be one of the best ever Premier League players. Like
I don't know how guaranteed it is because nothing in life is guaranteed.
True.
To shout out to Arsenal and the families or the family of that 15. Imagine your son's 15 or your nephew's 15 and he's making a debut for like a Premier League team, especially the big team. So fair dues, man. Hopefully, like. I'm not gonna hate on the 15-year-old kid, know what I mean?
Personally,
there's a lot more to do than make your debut, you know what I mean?
How are you 15 and like running and battling with a grown man? Do you know what I mean?
No, he's techie though. He's so techie.
I feel like he's physical as well. Like when he won the pen and like he's driving, there's one where he won a free kick before and he's driving, he's going shoulder to shoulder with that Goodmanson. Like that's a freaking Premier League veteran right there. Do you know what I mean?
At that age.
He's
class, bro. You can't take anything else.
But I think Arteta might be like an ego trip like he did with Ethan.
But Ethan started. 2
years, a year and a half, 2 years later, you brought him in. Now he's gonna say he's maybe showing the board that look, I'm bringing you in, I'm saving you money, I'm doing X, Y, and Z.
Why does Arteta get so much hate?
I think it might be ego thing. I hope he's part of the squad. I hope he's part of squads coming up, and I hope he doesn't get put back in the academy for another 2 years like Ethan did. Or because Arteta's an egotistical maniac.
I think personally by Jan, if Saka doesn't do enough, that Diamond should probably take his place.
Wow, really?
On that note,
What's funny?
But that's the thing though, going to Saka, he limped off. Yesterday, and Odegaard went off. It's going to be quite interesting because obviously next week's Liverpool versus Arsenal. But I've got a feeling Arteta's doing that bluff thing again. We don't know sure. He looks like he's injured.
Do you know?
And then he's probably going to line up against us at Anfield. But it doesn't really scare me.
But do you know what is so mad? And I know people don't rate Madueke that high, but like if you told me we're going to Liverpool with Gyökeres and then Martinelli, Eze, and Madueke behind, I'd be like, fine. Do you know what I mean? I think on the count
start right away.
Yes.
If Odegaard's injured, if Odegaard and Saka are injured,
Martinelli will start.
But that's what I'm saying. So Madueke, Eze, and Martinelli.
You're going to need 2 left backs against Salah. So it makes sense for Martinelli to play. It makes sense. Like
I wouldn't be surprised if you played Timber left back or whatever, and then Calafiori on the left wing. Wouldn't put that.
Honestly, I think I'm a bit confident going into that game just because of like the squad depth. Do you know what I mean? I think Gabriel being back is massive. It's like we never play Liverpool with a full strength team. Ironically, Saka and
if you want to go win the title this season, you've got to come to Anfield and win.
Why?
Have to.
When's the last time City won at Anfield?
To be just 4-1 one year, I think COVID.
When what, like in COVID year, 5 years ago, but no, this thing about going, we haven't lost to a big six.
If you're playing against the top 4 team,
we haven't lost to a big six.
You need to win your home games.
Yeah,
don't lose your away games. So if they come and then they get a point, it's fine.
I think psychologically,
I would absolutely.
If you beat us at Anfield,
it's a psychological.
I would absolutely be buzzing if we sat back for 90 minutes parked it, just got peppered,
it's no different
and
every
walked
other
away with a
year. He's
0-0.
always either
Walked away with
draw
it.
against them or
Walked away with a 0-0. Do you know what I mean?
Make me sick.
I walked away with a
Them
0-0.
fans that was like, I've seen that meme when they were like 0-0. Yes!
It's not a win, but it's a bloody good
Yeah.
result. It's like, oh my god, that's the reason why you lost the league.
You've got to have the
idiots.
belief. 6 years of our
We went to the Etihad last season and we won.
Yeah,
That was the champion. They were the champion.
Yeah, we did.
We
Last
went there and
season.
won.
Yeah, we
yes.
did.
They were,
Salah
you went there and you
Salah
celebrated a 2-2 draw.
City were awful.
Yeah, they said they scored the last minute against us. But yeah, no, I think things are looking
no, they
exciting.
definitely. As you said, you got the squad. Look, you've got the squad. You got your first 11. You fixed all the problem positions. You got a striker. You got the left wing. You got a back right wing getting £52 million by the week. You got everything you needed.
Yeah.
Are you gonna win the league?
You even got the
Do you know what I think? I'm not going to stick my neck out the lamp. I think we should.
And if
Be
you,
there or thereabouts.
this is my whole point. Like, if you had someone like a Luis Enrique in charge, I'd be like, right, Arsenal will win the
Scary.
league. I'm
Yeah.
scared. The fact that you've got Arteta as manager, I know for a fact that you're not going to win the league. Do you know why? This guy gets too complacent. He will be too, worried about certain details, and he'll be fixed on certain things, and he'll start getting his ahead of himself on certain things.
I feel like fans.
That guy.
I feel like rather fans hate us more now because you can't beat us.
We don't hate
How
you.
we
can't
beat
beat
a
us.
team
We do
that
not
doesn't
hate
We
win
beat you to the title.
You can't beat us though.
Yeah, but we beat you to the
I know
title.
that, but you
So
can't.
what do you mean?
Like people hate on Arteta
Well,
because
Avim, I don't
we
hate
used to get
Arsenal.
laughed at.
It's just
No,
it's a
we
cringe.
used to get laughed at for being soft. Yeah, so and now because we're there bullying you and stuff, it's like
Bullying?
We
Bully?
bully the big teams. We bully the big teams.
You bully United. You don't bully
the big
Liverpool.
teams. We beat you whenever you come to the Emirates.
So is that
apart from
bullying?
last season?
When did you beat us once?
Apart from last season, no. I can get the results now.
Get the results
Yo,
up.
someone get me
In
the
the Premier
results.
League.
Get me the
Yeah, they
results.
beat us one time.
They beat us one time.
No.
Not
Last
last
season
season.
when Van Dijk made that mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Marseille
that's that
scored.
one game.
Then the season before with Marseille scored like the first minute against us. Do you know what I mean? Whenever we go to Anfield,
It's when they scored.
Whenever you go to Anfield, what?
It's when they scored. It's when they scored the offside goal. Wallah.
So they beat us
VAR
last
never picked it
season.
up on Saka when he was offside. You can't remember we went in the white kit and Diaz scored and not Diaz, Darwin Núñez scored. You can't remember that? And
Was
Diaz
it a
left
penalty
knee
red
injury.
card game?
No, Diaz knee injury. That he
Oh yeah, okay,
Do you know what? But no,
so
Sa-
there's 2 games.
Saka was offside.
So two
But
games.
let's going back to like we're not soft anymore, and I think that's what fans hate about Arsenal.
It's
What
not
is
that. It's not that. It's the
Nobody
fact
really
that
cares
you
about
act like a big club. You do these big club things. You talk online with this big club, and you do not win anything.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
It's the ego, it's the arrogance. You act like you're Real Madrid, Liverpool, Barcelona, when in
You've not won a
reality,
European Cup.
I want to be.
You're not-
You beat Leeds 5-0 and now you're doing all this online
I know.
when you've not won a European Cup ever. The last time you won the title was 2004.
Champions League.
21
You've only
years.
started to become
I'm gonna
relevant
bring you
again.
at least the League
Let me
Cup.
bring you to as a City fan.
Yeah.
When you were coming up, what would United call and use?
Noisy neighbours.
Noisy neighbours. It's
But it didn't take us long to win
people
any
that hate
title.
like this, the fact
was
that
like-
Arsenal are now. It should have been Liverpool City for the next.
What are you on about? You wouldn't know.
We've come into this race. You know what I mean?
You come into what race?
To finish second. We come into this
You
race.
genuinely nothing.
Let's
As you
not
said,
forget.
you haven't won a league in 21 years. That doesn't get talked about.
You've never won a
It's
European
gonna-
Cup. The last time you won a European Cup was what? 130 years ago.
Are we challenging
No,
for the
never.
okay,
Never.
are we
Never.
challenging?
Never.
Okay, you said it before. 36 games left. Are Arsenal challenging for the league this season?
Of
Yes
course
or no?
not.
Why?
Of course, your challenges.
Why?
As you said,
Why?
you've got all these star players, world class players. We spend so much money.
Who's world class at Arsenal?
In your opinion,
Bukayo
who's world
Saka.
class?
I'm asking you. Who's world-
In my
you
opinion-
just told me. You just told me we're going to challenge.
In my
this
opinion,
season.
if you're asking my opinion, who's world class at Arsenal, there's only 2 players,
Who?
and that's Rice and Gabriel. In my opinion.
Okay.
What about you?
My point.
What about you?
My point is, who's
world class at Arsenal?
Okay.
Answer the question.
Okay. I'm not going to answer that question.
Why
to be
not?
honest. I'm the host.
I think Bukayo. He pleaded the fifth. I honestly believe Bukayo Saka is world class.
Why is he world class?
Because I think he's had a big sample
5-6
size.
years.
If
He's
that's what we're
consistent.
classifying
He's
as world
big.
class, it's
He's
sad.
in big. He's an international footballer. He does it on the biggest stage at the World Cup, at Euros, at Champions League level,
England's
at
best
Premier
player
League
in the
level.
tournament.
He's brilliant. He's the second best left winger in the whole of the Premier League. Who's better than him?
Second best, the right winger in the Premier League. Yeah, maybe he is.
Yeah.
But still, it doesn't mean that he's world class.
He gets into every team except for ours
Yeah.
in the Premier
But that
League.
doesn't mean he's world class.
What defines world class?
Like in my opinion, world class, you got to be like top 3 best.
You got to push your team to the edge.
Push your team to the edge. Like is Saka gonna go out now and score
Win
20
Champions
plus
League by the
goals
scruff of the neck
from and like
the game
push his
then.
along and like be the talisman and have like a Salah season where he's just gonna score goals,
Salah,
get assists.
don't compare.
I know,
Don't compare.
I'm
him
not.
to Salah.
But this is what I call world class.
As a world
This is what I
class
call
league,
world
you have
class.
to,
Like you're pushing your team along. Like what Haaland did that season when they won the league, he was just scoring bag loads of goals.
Literally
Kevin
60
De
goals,
Bruyne
no
getting
goals.
continuous assists. Is Saka gonna do something equal to that amount?
He'll get 10 goals.
I think he was on
and
course
10
for the
assists.
last season until he got injured. Do you know what I mean? He was on course.
Based on assists, not really goals, but I would
scored
say I
70 goals in 8 years.
love Saka. Well, I think he's a
Saka's
top
great.
70 goals in 8 years.
70 goals in 8 years.
He's 23. What do you mean 8 years?
What was it 8 years or?
Yeah, I see the stats,
7
but
years?
he's 23.
So when did he make his debut for
He's
Arsenal?
23 or 24.
He made his debut at
18.
18 and he was a left back.
And he's a left
he's
back.
left.
So
Come on, boys.
give
But
it
anyway,
time.
look, all I know is we've been told Arsenal not this and that, but you just said that with 36 games.
No,
now,
the point-
that Arsenal are in a title
No one's
race
saying
this
he's not going to
season.
challenge.
Why is that? Because of Arteta and the players.
No, the point I'm making is that the noise that Arsenal fans give, is as if they've won something. The point I was making is you never won a European Cup, and the last time you won the league title was 21 years ago. It's only, to be fair, with Arteta, he has made you relevant again, but at the same time, you're still losers. And you shouldn't have this kind of vim and this ego to think that you're sitting at the top table when you're not. Does that mean that you're not going to win the Premier League title this season? No, you could win it because you've got a good team. You've got a chance to be in a title race. We're just saying that both of them things can be right at the same time.
I'm going to turn into the host for the sec, Rabs.
Go on.
The question that you haven't been asked yet.
Yeah.
Arteta, it seems to me as if you're happy just challenging every year.
Do you know? I've always related.
what it sounds
Do you know
like.
what? I've always
Literally,
related to the Klopp thing with Klopp. I used to say to like
Klopp
Liverpool
won.
friends. No, okay, I can understand, but like he won one league title. Yeah, I'm not dissing the league one league title, but I used to say to Liverpool fans, would you be happy if you were still there for 5 years and not winning anything? What would you be?
If he was at Liverpool for 5 years and he won nothing,
He won nothing.
Like it depends on what points. Like, are you talking after he's won the Premier League?
After he's won the Premier League,
Maybe
and
2-3
so
years.
like
Like you give him like 2-3 years. If it's not working, Klopp's the type of guy who would probably just walk away.
But would you
eventually.
be happy if you were still there?
after 5 years?
Considering how he's created like this affiliation with the club and like the fans and like
because I love Jurgen Klopp and I'm
exactly
always
how I
biased.
love Arteta.
I'll always be, no, but there's a reason why I love Jurgen Klopp because he's took us out to the mud and won us a Premier League, won us Champions League. There's a difference. That's the reason why I love
Champions
Klopp.
League finals.
And he will talk to
That's
within
not a
2
joke.
years we was in the Champions League final. Like I was like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And the year after we won the
Then
Champions
you
League.
got,
The year
then,
after
but
that,
then
we
you
won
got
the
then you
Premier
got to look at like
and then if it wasn't for City, we finished on 97 points.
But then
And
you,
then 92
but then you just
points.
got to look at this. Okay, before we're going a bit off topic, but this way you got to look at like context. Like he's had assets in Coutinho, and like he's utilised when Neymar got sold Coutinho for 140 mil. Boom, but Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, two best players in the world, go and challenge for the league next season. We don't have that at Arsenal.
You've got more.
Do you know what I mean?
You spent
You
We didn't
have
have
Van Dijk and
we didn't
Alisson
have
were the
that-
two
we
best
didn't have
players
that
in
at
the
the
world.
start.
$1 billion.
We didn't have that at the start.
We didn't have that. When did we have that? At the start?
You had
Do you know what our team was?
Coutinho, with
Do you know what our
Coutinho,
team-
you saw
but
Coutinho.
Yeah, but we did. At least we didn't have the capital to start off with. You've got money.
But
to
you
spend.
sold-
We bought. People don't talk about Declan Rice. It cost £100 million.
Because he's that good. You don't talk about 100 mil.
Don't talk about Van Dijk and Coutinho when you go and spend 100
No, but
million
my
pounds on
point
Declan
is
Rice.
like Klopp he's had an asset. He's come in. He's got a. It's like, you know what? It's like you buy a house. Yeah, you go into the attic and all of a sudden you got something that's worth like millions and you can sell online and then you can upgrade your house.
What's the point you're making?
What's the point of making genuinely?
No, I'm saying.
Do you know what team he took over? Do you know what
Yeah,
team he took over?
a team that 2 seasons before challenged for the league title.
That team, it was not the same
that
team. Shall I take the team? Simon Mignolet in goal. Nathaniel Klein right back. We had Lovren. We had Skrtel.
Klavan.
And we had the Klavan came after. Shout out Klavan though. Goats. And the left back was Albert Moreno.
Suarez, Coutinho,
Albert Moreno.
Henderson.
Was
Lallana, Milner,
Lallana, Milner,
Henderson, Coutinho.
Lucas
Origi.
Leiva was still there at that point.
Origi, who won the Champions League semi-final a
Kevin
couple of years
Stewart.
later.
Come on, bro.
Do you know
Even
what I
that season when he came in, took us to Europa League final, and then after that we bought some good players in Gino
Okay.
Ronaldo, etc. I don't know what your point is, Wallace. I
Wallah.
don't even know why we're talking.
But it was
Are you
good
trying to
times, though.
pick
They were
up
bringing
on-
Ben
I'm
off
just
the
saying.
bench
I'm
to
just
score
saying.
goals for
You
them.
love Klopp. Like
Because there's a reason, because he won us things.
You love Klopp, and I feel like we've got to that stage. Because bear in mind that ours is way toxic than what yours was when before Klopp came. Ours was like people were fighting outside the stadium and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Weirdos.
So like, and the fact that
Anyway, the point we're making is Arsenal are title challengers. They've got you can title challenge, but also this kind of arrogance that you have now because you've been in a couple of title races. Now, push comes to shove, you spend hundreds of millions of pounds. Arteta's spent the most money out of any manager that I've ever known to not win a title or to win a Champions League. He has to deliver, and he has to deliver this season.
I want to move it on. Wiz, you mentioned Chelsea last season, how they started really well, and again, they started really well this season, beating West Ham 5-1. Are you worried?
I am kind of, the league as a whole is becoming stronger and stronger. As I was watching the game, West Ham went 1-up, Estaval lost the ball, and I was thinking...
What a goal, by the way. You credited.
Class goal.
What's he still doing that, West Ham?
I know, exactly, it's mad. And then, just like a top team would do, just like a City or a Arsenal or Liverpool would do, they came back, they scored the first and the second, and it was all in quick succession, out of nowhere. So I think that's the first sign of a good team, and Maresca's been with them for like a year and a bit now. He's had 2 pre-seasons, so it's looking scary.
Is he a good manager? Do you think he's a good manager?
I think he is. You can't be a bad manager and be Pep's coach for how many years was it? Was it like 3 or 4 years?
He just wanted to get Pep in there.
Do you know what? Didn't they win the Club World Cup?
Yeah,
that too. I forgot about that.
Do you know what? There could be a problem this year, Could be a problem this year. What do you reckon? Even with no Cole Palmer?
I know. Well, they played really good against West Ham. And when you say a problem, you mean like to win the league? I don't think they'll win the league.
Why?
I just don't think they're good enough, yeah. I don't think the keeper's good enough.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think the
true.
centre-backs are good enough.
They'll get points off the big teams, though.
But they will, yeah.
Yeah,
They're really,
yeah,
really
yeah.
good, bro.
That's one thing you're not changing.
Caicedo's class, Enzo's class.
They look like a really good... they remind me of a much better version than Tottenham.
Thomas Pochettino,
Yeah, because on any given day they can beat anyone. They can dispatch a West Ham 5-1s or whatever, but they can also 0-0 Crystal Palace, you know what I mean? And a team like that can't win the title. They can win cup games, they can win, they might go deep into the Champions League as well because they've got like such a big squad. Cole Palmer's injured, not a problem. Young Estaval comes on and lights it up, know what I mean?
Is he the best teenager in the league?
Probably is, Probably is. Who else is?
Yeah.
Who else is a teenager?
18.
Yeah.
They've got Everton have got Tyler Dibble in there, and he's class from what I've seen.
Southampton, yeah, but he hasn't played the game for the Toffees yet, has he? But he's up there, you know what I mean? So Chelsea, I think they'll finish in the top 4. I think they'll get Champions League football. They might win a domestic trophy. But like Mo said, the centre-halves and the goalkeeper are big positions if you want to win a title. If you look at the goalkeepers over the last few years that have won a title, it's Edison and Alisson. That's the benchmark.
How come we don't put pressure on Chelsea the way we do on like other teams, like with the amount of money they spent? How much did they spend? Like
2.5 billion.
2.5 billion the last.
With Chelsea, they're on and off, and when they're on. You see what they've done.
Why are we not we pressing other teams? Why are we not pressing them?
They won the Champions League literally. Was it 2022?
No, it wasn't 2022.
2021.
Tuchel.
Was it 1?
Isn't the COVID year?
But again, that wasn't that long ago. It was like 4 years ago, and
so they got that leeway of spending $2 billion.
Yeah and no, because like even since then they've won a few. Was it League Cups or FA Cups? They won the Club World Cup just then. With Chelsea, their fans know like they might go bad for like 2 or 3 seasons, but that 1 or 2 seasons where they're good, we saw it in the Jose years, we saw it in a lot of years back then, and I think it's the same right now. If they don't challenge this season and win something big this season, then it's more than likely going to be next season because they're going to keep spending money.
Also, the fact that they've had the ownership regime change, the fact that they've had a coach there that didn't work, Graham Potter, they had players that didn't work. And then they went young as well, so you've got to give them time. I think with Arteta and Arsenal, I think you're trying to compare it to, and I don't want to come back to Arsenal.
I'm not.
That's what you're saying. You're trying to do that. Your ploy you're insinuating is that we've spent this money, and Arsenal's spent. We get all this pressure. Why don't Chelsea get the same pressure? I get it. They spent a lot of money, and there should be pressure there. But at the same time, it's not the same. It's completely different.
It's not because how long's Enzo been the manager for now? 1 year?
Yeah.
It was his second.
So he's going into his second season. You can't. There should be pressure on them. Absolutely, spent £2 billion as a club. Like there should be pressure. They have to win leagues. But if they don't win the league this season, I wouldn't be surprised if they get rid of Enzo. Or if they don't win something, they'll get rid of Enzo.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Because Chelsea, we've known them for our history. They've always been ruthless with their managers. Like they'll just get rid of Enzo if they don't win anything.
Yeah.
But so there will be pressure, and the pressure will be applied from above with Chelsea.
Yeah, it's weird that they're not a dark horse, but they are. Does that make sense? Like they're gonna be there at the end of the season, but they're a big club as well. So like,
I don't think they're going to be there at the end of the season. I think
Not like title challenger, but the big top four.
Top four.
You put on them.
And when you play them home and away, it's not going to be an easy game.
Do you know who else is in their second season? And I cannot believe he's still there. Amarim at United. 1-1 against Fulham. Do you know what he said in his interview? Where's that start with? Do you know what he said? He goes, what did he say? He goes, last year he was like worried, but this year he's excited. Can United fans be excited this year?
It's a toss up, you know. Yeah and no, because like I saw against Arsenal from like on the pitch, they looked good to me. They've got Cunha there, they've got Mbeumo, who'd essentially start for nearly every team in the league. Sesko's good. He hasn't got a start yet because he's only new. So
why would you not start today?
Because you know you've got to bed him in slowly.
He came last week. He came on.
I feel like after the international break, he might get a game or two. But for example, like if they get in like a Belabor or something, if they get in a midfielder, I feel like that's when it all changes. Because a lot of these teams, all they need is a player or two, and I feel like with United, they're a few players off. Casemiro, you can't be playing with Casemiro in 2025. What did Carragher say? The football and the footy leaves the footy from
leaves you, yeah. But on United, yeah. Bro, like, I would have no excitement at all, mate. I watched that game today, yeah, and they had a good 10 minutes at the start of the first half and a good 10 minutes at the start of the second half. Yeah. But once Fulham realised the shape, realised where we can get at, they couldn't touch the ball. Are they a lot better than they was last season? Yes, in the first 2 games I've watched. However, the bar is so low that I think anything could be better. In regards to Bruno Fernandes, yeah. Penalty miss, and how the media always try and like let them off the hook, saying the referee bumped into him and that put him off the penalty. Mate, you've got to score that penalty. That's a big moment, even though they got the lead a couple of minutes later. But Bruno Fernandes, if you're a United fan, yeah, you have to cut ties with that player. Go and learn Arabic. Al-Ittihad for him. Al-Attifaki.
Went to put a bid on it.
100 million. If you do not take that money and run to the hills with that money, there was one point in the game today, yeah. First half, United are looking very, very good. Then he gets the ball off the Ahmad. Dorgu's gone. You can tell what Ahmad wants to do. Pass it to the other centre midfielder, carry it, engage. Dorgu's free, let's play it. He tried the Hollywood pass, yeah. He went out for a goal kick and Ahmad sat down and then he smashed his bottle on the floor. But my man is uncoachable. He doesn't listen to. You can tell he doesn't listen to tactics. You can tell he does whatever he wants on a footy pitch. He's not tactically smart. He is a quality player, so he might score an odd free kick or score a worldie. But that's not a team. That's not a guy that you can hang your hat on.
The game state as well. Like he doesn't understand momentum. United could be 1-0 up, and he's trying 60-yard passes, and you're thinking,
well, he's pressing like a madman by himself.
Literally.
Well, the guy is like he's got qualities, but I just don't.
And
think...
even today's goal that Emil Smith-Rowe scored, he's the one who just let Emil Smith-Rowe.
Did he run off him?
Yeah, he just run off Fernandes. But I think also where he's playing in this team, in the middle of the midfield, doesn't suit him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think
this 3-4-3, isn't it? Formation.
3-4-2-1.
Fits him in.
I don't think. Yeah, don't play him there.
Yeah.
You don't want him in there with Casemiro, who, no, as you said, he doesn't have the next.
I've got a question for the table, yeah. Ruben Amorim, what is it going to do for him to be sacked? Like, how bad does it have to get for him to be sacked? Can they carry on? Like, what is the expectations for Manchester United? Top half finish. So if he finishes 10th,
he stays.
I
think if he gets top half, he stays.
Do you know what it is? Like Gary Neville said it so many times. The Man United manager job is the hardest job in world football. Yeah. Like, it genuinely is, bro, because let's not forget they're the second biggest club in England, do you know what I mean? And they finished 15th last season, and they got beat by Tottenham in a European final. Yes. It's crazy. For the second biggest club in England, for that to happen to them is a mad thing. So the expectations for them, even though they finished 15th last season and then they lost to Spurs, the expectations for United in the media, for the fans, is still for them to finish at least in the top 4. Yeah. That's how mental it is.
I don't think United...
And I don't think they will.
But is that delusional?
Yeah, I don't think United feel like that anymore, though.
I speak to their fans and it's like, if they win a game, we're back again. They're not really thinking of titles. But you are right, media-wise, the pressure's still there. Always be there. It'll never stop.
I think it's got to a point now where like they're so crap No one's even fussed that they drew
Nah,
today. Do you know what I mean?
United, they're always going to be a big mover. Like regardless, you can never think. Like United are, as I was saying, the second biggest club in England. Do you know what I mean? So everyone's always going to like focus on United, no matter where they finish. Do you know what I mean? So there's always going to be expectations on them, and they spent a lot of money. Let's not forget. In my opinion, do I think they'll finish in the top 4 or top 6? No. But their expectation should always be minimum top 4.
So that means if Amorim doesn't get a top 6, top 7 finish, are the hierarchy onto him, are the fans onto him?
That's the whole point I'm trying to say. Like, it's the hardest job in world football because he probably won't. He might finish like 8th, which is a huge improvement for last season. But his the expectations for Manchester United Football Club hasn't been met.
Yeah.
So do you keep him?
It's fast, and it's like a fast project. You got to
really difficult.
They're not
United
gonna
jobs.
build him. Yeah, because boys, we got to think of it like the board are probably looking at it from an angle of the amount of times they've changed managers in the past decade or so since Fergie left. It's been so many times, so many caretakers. You've had the likes of Carrick and Giggs. You've probably even forgot about that. You've managed them even. Yeah. So I highly doubt, no matter how bad it gets for them, they're just going to wait it out, give him another year or two. Just like with Arteta. Arteta done nothing. He won with Emery's team. It's going to be the same as that, but it will get to a point where they're like, oh, this can't carry on. But it won't be now. It won't be this season.
It is looking like tough times ahead for United. Boys, let's move on from there. I can't lie, this is always my favourite part. We did it all last season as well. It's blind rankings. You know these codes, Driver online. Yeah. First one I've got is Premier League centre-backs, okay? Could be past, could be present. First one, Vincent Kompany. Ranked from 1 to 5.
4.
You want to go
5.
4?
I think.
I'm a Man City fan, yeah.
You're not backing your boy?
I think 2.
Yeah!
I don't think 2.
5, bro.
Come on.
5.
She meets in the middle.
Let's say 4.
Nah, 5.
5.
I can name 5 better.
Exactly. So how can you
How
put 4?
though? How's that like what he's done?
You don't know what's going to come next though. You could say Sylvan Distan.
Yeah, he ain't good.
Literally.
You never know.
Oh, okay, fairs.
To put 4.
Alright, go on then, put him 4.
He's the only guy that I can think of that literally started at a club from the lowest to the lowest and brought.
No disrespect to him, like he was really good, but come on, bro. All time centre backs.
Okay. Next, I have John Terry.
Oh, he's got to be high up, innit?
No.
I think he's 2.
He's 2. For me, he's 2.
I think he's numero uno. He's my number 1. But again, it's the consensus of the end of the table. So what do you think?
No.
What do you think?
It's not for me to decide.
Oh, okay.
you
So
know.
you voted for him for being second. I've said second.
Second it is.
Second, yeah.
We know exactly what they're trying to do now, but carry on.
Next, I have William Saliba.
Oh wow, that was a good reason why we left number 5 open.
What Saliba?
Saliba's 5.
Saliba's 5.
He might say Sylvan Distan.
That's a mad thing to think.
Or he might say, what's his name? That used to play for Newcastle and Ipswich. Titus Bramble. He might hit us with the Titus Bramble. What? He might hit us with Colaccini. But I don't think he'll do that. But he has probably got 1. We can put Saliba in between Terry and
You're
Kompany.
right though, because if he comes up with like someone random like that,
Keep it safe.
I think we're going to leave 1 and 5.
but then imagine he comes up next to Virgil and Rio Ferdinand. And we have to put
first.
Ferdinand 5th or something. Come on, bro.
Okay, we'll put Saliba 5th then.
We'll have to put him.
Could be.
What?
What's Saliba done?
What has Saliba done? Yeah, good point.
The rest of the title winners. But he could say, that's what I'm trying to say, Brian. He could say some mad name, and then we're going to put the mad name top, and that's how he gets us, because I think Robbie's smart like that.
Nah.
Yeah, put him 3rd.
5th.
Well, what are you going for?
I think 3rd.
You're going 3rd as well. I've said 5th, so democracy in it.
You can't be higher than in Kompany.
Exactly.
I don't want you know. Hey, Saliba Kompany.
Where you're coming from?
It's not, you can't, so disrespectful.
Nah, do
Put him 5th.
Do you not put him 5th?
Just for that 5th.
There could be a next player.
Okay,
like this.
you put him 5th?
Yeah.
I think you put him 5th, because that's, we only get played the cards that we're dealt, you get me?
Next, I have Rio Ferdinand.
There we go. And
He has to go 3rd, I think that's very good.
Oh, he's not even asking. Liverpool fans are tough over.
It's not even about.
Where do you think he should go? Do you think he's...
Where's
I
Drew
think personally, and I think all you do that are watching
No,
us.
come back to the last
if
one.
Teddy isn't first, then
Rio's
it's
first.
Rio.
I agree.
Audience, they agree as well. Yes.
No, bring the last one. Bring the last one. What's the last one?
I can't give you the last one.
We put the 3rd one, put Rio Ferdinand
So
3rd.
Ruth was.
Yeah,
Yes, we'll
who's
hold them.
number 1?
I've got Virgil.
So that
Van Dijk.
would genuinely be my top three.
Oh
like,
my
even if we
word.
weren't doing this blind ranking, I'll put Virgil first, Terry second, and Fernand third.
I've been set up.
So Terry and Rio, who have won.
I think that is such a perfect list.
2 league titles, but first.
How many?
Virgil's won 2.
Henry won 2 league titles, so what's your
That
points?
is-
Henry
how
won
many
2 league
really?
titles, so what's your points?
You won 3.
Henry won 2.
Was it not 3?
He won 2 league titles, so what's your points?
But what he's done numbers
What
wise.
did Virgil do?
It's what
He
he's done in terms of
revolutionised
Europe,
centre back
in terms of
position. What
doing
he's
it with
done over the
Barca.
last 8-9 years,
Nah.
breathtaking, beautiful.
But
I
I've
think
got
if you
to-
put
I've
someone
got
in
to-
a lab
Don't
and
tell
say,
he's the only one close to
I've
him.
got to disagree.
If
What Ferdinand?
I've seen Ferdinand get
Ferdinand's won like what, 10?
repeatedly
Has he-
so many times.
Has he won like 10?
Who, Ferdinand?
Yeah, two
amazing.
Champions
He won.
Let's move it on. Okay,
Let's agree to
what a
disagree.
list.
we're gonna go to our next blind rankings. Not necessarily like the standout signings, but summer transfers. Okay, what I want you to take into consideration is the value, so how much they paid for them, and the impact they're gonna have on that team. Okay, please take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Not just the biggest name or whatever. Okay, first one I have is Mohamed Kudus.
Oh, that's lovely.
How much was he bought for? 60 million? 50 million?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And bro, he was so good against PSG. He got 2 assists against Burnley in the opening day. And then against Manchester City, he was fantastic.
Give me a number.
I'll go 3.
And signings.
Yeah.
I'd go to go 3 was.
I can't think of any better boys, you know. It's like value in that.
Value and impact on the team.
In the Prem, like value. He'd start for everyone in the league, I feel like. He'd start for Liverpool on the left, or even in midfield. He can play midfield. He'd start for City. I rate him highly, you know.
You got a point there.
Very
Start for us.
underrated, I feel
think
like.
start for us.
And for
But I've
50
got
mil.
two-
It wasn't even 60, it was 50, I think. For
I've got
50
2
mil.
players in my mind that are arguably better, but I'm happy with wherever he's going to put them.
I just
Where do you
can't-
wanna put him?
You know what, let's put him third, because I can't think of
Third.
signings like that.
Okay. Next I have is Cunha for United.
Is Cunha a better signing than Mohamed Kudus?
No.
No.
I think he is. you
Why?
know.
Cunha's good, you know.
He's the better player.
Like, he's better.
Cunha's the better player.
No,
I'll take Kudus the better player.
He bought him for, was it 68 million, was it?
70 million. Was that in Bowen?
it's a toss-up in terms of ability, but Cunha just has that wow factor. Do you know what I mean?
And Buemo has the wow factor. I mean, sorry, Mohamed Kudus has the wow factor.
Not-
Give me a
not to
number.
his
Give me a
extent.
number.
Is it-
Dribbling wise, bro, he is amazing.
I think
So
Cunha
strong.
goes 4th.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd take Mohamed Kudus over Cunha.
I would as well.
But Cunha's got this mad tech that, like the Brazilian tech that.
Yeah.
But Kudus has this industry and this intensity that
And he's a
Cunha doesn't
great
have.
dribbler, you know, Mohamed Kudus,
Yes,
and he's
yes,
strong
yes,
like an
yeah.
ox. You can't push him off the ball.
Give me a number. Give me a
I'll
number.
go 4. Yeah.
4.
Okay, next I have Martin Zubimendi. So
Okay.
value and impact. Okay, I'm going to reiterate that for the Arsenal
I
player.
think he's higher than both of them.
I know, but we need to be careful who's going to come next.
You can't put Zubimendi bottom.
Who's going to have more impact on their team? Zubimendi at Arsenal or Kudus at Tottenham or Cunha at Man United?
I think it's, if Arsenal are title
I know what you wanna
challenging
say.
and he's been brought in to win the title, I think that supersedes anything.
But
I think the higher the stakes, the higher the. Do you know what I mean?
But we're talking about
Yeah,
ability
that's
as well. Yeah,
But-
not who's being brought
In
in
for
to
the
like
most pressure, yeah.
Value and impact and ability, yeah.
everything.
He got how much?
the way I'm putting it, the way I'm
55
putting
mil?
it, Kudus is coming into a Spurs team that were terrible offensively. Cunha is coming into a Man United team that had the lowest goal scored in Man United's history. Both of them are going to have a huge impact. Zubimendi is coming into a midfield that last season were arguably one of the best midfields in the world. So Partey there last
Value
year.
as well. Zubimendi's
So in my
55
opinion,
mil.
you can't put them above them.
Value,
two,
think
and
about
I wouldn't
value.
put them top 2.
So what do you say?
So I'll put them 5th.
It's a toss-up. Yeah, 5th.
Okay, they say 5th.
100%.
Okay.
Because there's other Arsenal players that I'll put.
Next, I
What
have.
he's gonna call?
Forgive me if I get his name wrong. Reinders from AC Milan that went to Man City.
Now we're talking.
I would have.
Value for money. How much did you get him for?
For like 50, 40-ish.
Okay.
You said he got what?
And-
2 GA in 2 games.
He was awful against Spurs though.
Yeah, the whole team was though.
He was
The whole
really
team
bad.
was.
I think the only place we can put him is second, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you
I
reckon?
can't put him first.
Do you know what? Round the second.
I think Ryan's could be first though, you know.
In eventually, yeah.
Eventually
Four-
over the course of the season, but
Okay, we put Ryan.
Yeah. Okay.
first.
And then
Before we carry on, boys, who like think
There's so
those
many
signings?
Now let's think, yeah.
I'm surprised
Who
he
else
hasn't
is
said
gonna get
Eze,
ahead
you
of
know.
him?
Who's going to get the money for the value?
Yeah.
how much you pay for him?
He might be number 1, you know.
Value, hey.
40 odd mil.
That's
Pounds.
That's unbelievable. That you know.
Euros, 50.
That's
But then in my
unbelievable.
personal opinion, Kudus and Cunha, I'll put them higher, but obviously it's blind ranking in it. But
Do you think
I'd put Ryan.
Kudus and
Impact-
Cunha and Zubimendi are
Not
better
Zubimendi.
signing than
not
Rangers?
Zubimendi, but Kudus and Cunha, I'm talking about impact on that team. They're going to have a bigger impact on Spurs and United than Reinders will on City. That's my opinion.
Yes and no.
Because Kudus will get the
Let's not
goals.
forget who he was
Cunha as
brought
well.
in for, the best midfielder in Premier League.
He's playing alongside them though, isn't it?
Kevin De Bruyne.
Is it? Do you think
He's
that's his
literally
replacement?
put-
Where he's putting him, boys?
No, I
thought I was saying
thought he was going to say Rodri, but do you think he's De Bruyne's replacement? I don't think so.
Where
He's
is
more like a Gundogan role.
Gundogan, De Bruyne.
You have to put
Give
him
me a number,
somewhere.
boys.
First
Give me
or
a number.
second.
I'll put him second.
I'd put him first. But it depends what.
So it's on me.
Come on, Josh.
I think value
Yeah.
is. I didn't think about the value, to be honest. 40 mils, very cheap.
I know how good he is right now. He's at his peak.
Come on,
20.
Jose.
I'm going to put him first.
Yes,
Okay.
finally, please. I got me way for once.
And then last, I have Florian Wirtz.
See, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Who's second? Okay, so you happy with that list?
No, Firth should be
I think
first.
Wirtz is because it's 100 million. Do you know what I
And?
mean? I think
115. So let me just go over this so everyone knows. So we've got Ryan there. Is that how you say it? Ryan the
Reinders.
first.
Yeah.
Wirtz second. Kudus third. Cunha fourth. And Zubimendi fifth.
I mean,
That's
I'm
the-
happy with it, apart from Reinders and Wirtz. I'll be
I think
honest.
either or. I'm
No,
not
no,
really,
no.
but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to come across like with a Liverpool pod.
It's not even about being a Liverpool pod, bro. He's not even arguably, he was definitely the best player available in the market this summer, and we got him.
Without a doubt.
The only reason why
Okay.
people are criticising him now, or
Price-wise,
like
yeah.
underrating him, is Liverpool bad agenda.
Right, let's move on. I've got two more. Not left wing, but they're a bit different, okay?
Yeah.
So, the first blind rankings I've got is type of goals scored. Okay, so what would you like the most? Okay. So, the first one I've got is very simple, a long range strike. So, where would you put that in terms of list of goals?
Gerrard screamer. Gerrard! Put that first, bro.
Definitely going to say overhead kick.
Put that first,
It's one of these, so we can't.
Gerrard screamer.
There's nothing better than someone just picks up the ball and touches it out the feet and just sprints on it, 4 or 5 yard. Boom! Give me a number. Give me a number. I love
Screaming Gerrard when you was a kid, bro. Come on, put that first, bro.
Give me a number.
Is that better than the keeper splitting the centre out, giving it to the left back, then giving it to the 6, the 6 gives it to the 8,
Yeah.
then it goes to one side, then it goes to and then someone crashes the box at the end, then there's a cut back, and then there's a square, and then there's a banger, everyone touches the ball.
I'd rather have a scream at me, lad.
What about this? Getting past 10 players?
Yeah, okay.
He's definitely going to say that.
Give me
Like a Messi goal. Ankara Messi, Ankara Messi, Ankara Messi.
Maradona.
Give me
Has to go
some.
third.
Give me some.
Okay, first.
Basically-
Let's put a 2 then.
2-2.
Not be to scream.
2, yeah?
When it's yourself, though, you want it to be. I'd rather the screamer.
First,
Like,
first, I get you.
but watching it.
Okay, next I have a tiki-taka goal. So like one touch play.
That's just, we see that a lot
Tapping.
now. Like, he's five in it.
Where there's like 20 passes and then the goal happens.
Yeah.
I think that's top tier, you know.
But how rare is
Tactically,
it?
yeah.
Top tier.
Oh,
Hey,
I
they
love
got
that.
Jack
How
Wilshere
rare
is
is
not
it?
as
Oh.
That's different, though. Not like that. Not like.
That's
quick.
tiki-taka. That's a tiki-taka goal.
That goal like that.
Yeah,
that might
Barcelona's
be.
Pep.
Barcelona, yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's a goal
Like
at the
that-
World Cup.
It's obviously it's an amazing
I say
goal.
third.
There, go ahead.
Yeah,
I don't know what else will come up, so yeah, let's go third.
Okay,
What was
I've
that?
got-
Tiki-taka.
Yeah.
I think that's a safe place.
I've got here a scrappy last minute winner.
That's one.
Or like an against Everton. An against Everton.
Nothing beats that. When you need the goal.
Oh, like the edge.
I won.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Come on, last win goal. No one hits like that, like crack, bro. Wow.
Oh,
that's
that's dopamine rush
Okay.
they get from. That's crazy.
Next, I've got overhead kick.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
overhead kick. Yeah, was it like? Yeah,
Like a Rooney against City back in the day.
I think it's
But because they're so rare, yeah. Whenever it happens, you're like, oh.
Is a
Ronaldo's
long
Juve.
range strike better than overhead kick?
Huh?
Is a long range strike better than overhead
I
kick?
don't agree with that. These might do throw.
I know because
Gerrard in
like
that, but
no, but like overhead kick, as I was saying, is more rare, isn't it?
Very rare.
Like with long strikes, you see that all the time.
You
Not all
hardly
the
see
time
them
but-
anymore, though.
I know, but you've seen so many.
There's a
of them.
kill
But when
penalties.
you do though, and the player connects with, I'm not talking about them ones where he hits a
Overhead kick should be
When-
second, I think.
Like when
So-
Company scored against
when
Palace.
Well, Gareth Bale against us in the
Crazy.
Champions League final.
Yeah, exactly.
That was ridiculous.
Ronaldo's against Juve.
Garnacho against Everton.
That, you think,
Put the fries in the bag.
Okay,
bro.
sorry.
Head down in the back.
Alright, so that fourth, yeah?
The
Unfortunately.
last one is 50. What's
Okay,
the
last one was dribble through 5-6 players before
Can I miss it?
scoring.
And can I miss it in
Is
fifth?
that fifth?
That's crazy, wallah.
Is that fifth?
That's criminal.
That's criminal.
So yeah, the first scrappy last minute winner. Second was a long range strike. Third was a tick-tack goal. Fourth was overhead kick. And number 5 was dribbling past 5-6 players. Like
I don't
Messi
care. I
does.
think,
That's
yes, we
scoring.
might have muddled it up a little bit, but a last minute goal, like,
Can't beat
everyone would trade all of that
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
you would.
So I think we got number 1 right.
Okay, fair enough. And then my last blind rankings, okay. I've called this Streets Will Never Forget players. Okay? Streets will never forget. So, like, the Gen Z generation might struggle with the names here. But let's start anyway. So, first up I have is Renato Sanchez.
Ooh.
I put him 5th, bro.
5. He was good for like a year. In the
Streets will
Euro.
never forget.
Bro,
Renato
he's done
Sanchez.
Euros when Portugal won in 2016.
5th, bro.
Remember he's at Swansea?
What, he had like 2 movies? Yes, proper
yeah.
5th.
Renato Sanchez is balling, you
He's
know.
not really a Streets would never forget though.
He's not really,
Nothing, no.
You've already forgot him.
He is.
Bear in mind,
Yeah, man, I forgot. I actually think who the hell was
Before
that?
Yeah, well, I was like, who?
Before anyone
Streets forgot him.
comes at me, I literally
Still plays.
Googled it and ChatGPT
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
If anyone comes with it. So you put him 5th, yeah?
Yeah, put him 5th.
He was a decent player at the time, but he obviously never hit the
Just
high
never
standard.
worked
Wales
for him
lasted
anywhere,
like a
innit?
year.
I can't believe
Okay.
in South Wales. I still see him in the Swansea kit.
Next, I have Yannick Balassi.
Oh, what a player! Oh, wait until London one time. Oh, you man touched the floor, I done that. I've never in my whole life of living watching football, have I seen a man pretend to handball it. It was like them Africans that used to be in the Astro. Man size, you touch the floor. Even if I don't even really love it, I think, what are you doing?
But he has some mad skill as well.
Well,
doesn't
touch
he?
the ball.
Loads of-
Crazy
see that
baller,
the one where he turned, he done it to a Tottenham player, was it Walker or something, where he just turned
Yeah,
the
it's
man
some
into the
mad
box.
spin, innit?
Oh,
Nah, he used to play football freedom, but put him 4th.
That's crazy.
More big hitters.
Well, you know my
than
man's a
that.
rapper.
before.
I'm 100% seen him on like Lord of the Mics.
He plays in Brazil now, you know.
Does he?
Easy fact.
Crazy.
Next, I have Dimitri Payet.
Oh my god, now we're talking
Now we're
business.
talking. That guy's free kick.
Chris, you know.
He had one good season as well.
No, it was a couple of seasons.
Nah, but even at Marseille, he was
Oh.
bad. But do you remember that goal he scored for West Ham, that free kick?
Oh, wait, defied a lot of physics. Bro,
There's
well,
one-
he might be one, you know.
He might be.
I think he's up there. I think we put him at 3.
Nah, let's leave one open though.
2.
I'd say put him 3.
I think 3
Because I get his playing longevity wise, he wasn't in the Prem for that long.
I think
innit?
3.
Do you remember that goal against Middlesbrough? Where he like starts like left wing, went
Yeah, went past the hole.
He just kept fake shooting and just dropping players.
What a player he was, you know. I think he's
so
3rd though,
class.
you know.
Yeah, let's put
Maybe.
him.
Go ahead.
Let's put him 3rd.
Okay,
comes
next
up.
I have Hatem Ben Arfa.
He might be
Oh,
one. Might be one.
numero uno.
Because when we,
That goal against for Newcastle when he's on the half
I
now, I went,
know.
what puts it bottom corner?
I know.
What a
it's crazy.
player.
But who would you rather have?
He had
him
like
or
2
Payet?
careers, you know. He went to Newcastle and then fell off and then went to like came back up again at Lille or something. Then went to PSG. Like, bloody hell, this guy's had 2 careers. You know?
Hatem Ben Arfa was
He's the
one.
definition as well of like a Streets will never
Streets will
forget
never
player.
forget.
I think he might be number
School
1.
memory.
I think my Hampton Ben Arfa is 1. Should we go
He
1?
might be, you know.
Do you know what? I'll put him 2 to be honest. Just leave that number 1.
He's gonna
place
say like an
open.
adult Tarapto or
Because
something next, you know.
Yeah, but
But
if
then
it's
that-
up next, then cool. We'll put Ben Arfa 1.
I think he's the ultimate street.
But imagine someone like a Kevin Nolan, bro. Big man thing, or like Kevin Davies or something.
Hey, that's just
That's so
Scott
I see him now used to play
Mark
footy
Nolan.
with our shirts tucked
Bro,
in, bro. This is not the Lee Cattermole. Lee Cattermole, are you crazy?
Bro, they're number 1, you know, Streets won't forget Barkley's men, do you know what I mean?
Man, Barkley's man.
But let's go with him.
We'll do
one.
Barkley.
I think he's
next
one.
week.
I think Hatem's first.
And then last I have Adel Trapp.
Oh, okay, I would have put him 5th to be honest.
Second, yeah.
Fifth?
I'll have a love.
Trapp.
Yeah, I would have.
Trapped over, but
After you hardly ever seen him, to be honest.
So
Bro,
Streets will never forget. Ben Arfa first.
Oh, I put-
Trapp second. Payet third. Balassi fourth. And Renato
Yeah.
Sanchez fifth.
I mean, I'll keep Ben Arfa where he is, then put Payet second. Third, I'll put.
trapped.
No, Trapp's 4th for me, bro.
Why?
Because he didn't have that many games in the Prem, bro. He was on and he was there, here and there. But last he played a lot of games. Payet, you can see the goal he scored in at Upton Park.
Yeah.
That free kick, you can see it. What can you remember of Trapp? One memorable
One
moment.
Megs.
When he
One
scored
leg.
that crazy goal when he ran past Bear Man.
That was the championship.
That's
though,
Ben
yeah.
that's a championship.
Yeah, he had his best games. That's
Ben Arfa did that
championship.
against for Newcastle St James's, when he just ran through everyone.
So you got a
Look,
point.
boys, I've got a few more, but not to do blind rankings, okay? So that's blind rankings finished.
Yeah.
I know people behind hating me right now, thinking why is it carrying on. I've just got one past or present, so I'm going to bring this in every week, okay? It's called past or present. So it's the prime of each player, okay? Obviously current as well, get that prime. And it came up in work and I thought it was an interesting one. Prime Suarez or prime Salah? Phone's down.
Prime Suarez.
Prime Salah.
Oof! Whisper!
For Liverpool or in general?
I've just said prime Suarez or prime Salah.
Are you talking Prem?
Or you talking about career?
Use the side wins his prime wins.
Prime was at Barcelona, when he scored like 60 goals. So Suarez then.
I'm picking Prime Suarez.
Prime Suarez, bro. Come on, what Barca what he was doing?
Yeah, Suarez.
If we're going off like the odd season, the Prime, like you said, 100% Suarez.
Well, boys, that wraps up episode 2. As always, it's a pleasure. A bit heated this week, but it was fun nevertheless. And we'll see you again next week.
Please subscribe.